Welcome to this video in which you might very well lose yourself in the music, the moment. You own it, you better never let it go. Today we're going to be analysing Kasey Chambers' cover of Lose Yourself by Eminem. This song is unquestionably one of the very best in its genre. Was anyone putting chuggy electric guitars in rap before Eminem? I don't know. I haven't looked it up. I know it's inspired generations of rappers. It inspired me to run at one point because it is a really, really good song to go running. It was perfect because the song's about 5 minutes and I can't really run for longer than that anyway. I used to teach piano and I found that nothing inspired children to learn piano more than turning rap songs into piano parts. So it would go something like, now what do we do when someone tells us piano isn't cool? Good times. And it has also apparently inspired one Australian singer-songwriter to take on this song, telling the story in her own voice with what appears to be a banjo. I'm so intrigued to listen to this today because it has come so heavily requested. This version has really enchanted people, so let us be enchanted. So moody. Ooh. Yeah, that's a banjo. It's so tense at the beginning because you're just waiting to recognise that riff. I'm so excited. Okay.
Well, his palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already, mom's spaghetti, and he's nervous. But on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd rose so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out, and he's choking now. Everybody's choking now, and the clock's run out. Time's up. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. He's choked. He's so mad, but he won't give up that easy. No, he won't have it. He knows his hope backs to these ropes. It don't matter, he's dope. He knows that he's broke, he's stagnant. He knows when he goes back to his mobile home, it's back to the lab again. Oh, this old rhapsody, better go capture this moment and hope it don't pass him.
Oh, I really want to revel in this anticipation of where the journey is going to take us. When she opened the piece, it didn't really have a specific groove at all. That is what was so captivating about it. You have to hang on her every word because you can't predict where she's going to go. We were just floating, and it must have been so exciting to be there live. You can kind of almost hear those metaphorical pennies drop in the crowd as people are like,
Mom's spaghetti and
wait a minute, Mum's spaghetti. That's a specific lyric that I've only heard once before. And we finally fall into a more consistent groove when she does snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. And you know what's so amazing about this? It's in a completely different universe to the original, but the rhythm of the vocal performance is the same way that he does it.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
It's just slower and with more definite intonation. But Eminem does use very specific intonation in his rapping in general, which means that the raps do have some kind of melody about them. And she is just basically exploding those into Technicolor and using that melody guide, composing actual notes to that same melodic pattern. Snap back to reality, oh, there goes gravity. She's got such a strong sense of identity, you know, the banjo, the vocal inflections. I would just be excited to hear her take on anything because it's automatically going to be revolutionised.
it don't pass him. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. Better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity once in a life.
Oh, yeah. That is cool. I'm just positively aghast at her storytelling. It's a case, I would predict, of someone that is just a wildly talented musician that doesn't really need to think about being a musician at this point. So she can use all of the many skills that I will talk about next subconsciously. Her personal interpretation of the lyrics just takes these various sonically wonderful forms. So let's meet all of the vocal colours she has in her palette. The foundation upon which many of her other vocal techniques are created is twang. So twang is this vocal effect where you put your epiglottis over your larynx to amplify the frequency. So it isn't nasality, that would be this. Twang instead is actually at the source of the vocal production. You can then choose to resonate wherever you want, really. Well, I mean, it'd have to be somewhere here. It's this vocal technique that is enabling her to project these high notes with such clarity and resonance and control. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. As opposed to, you better lose yourself in the music the moment. It's like that more open sound is much harder to maintain, and it's going to give you just more of a woofiness. By singing it with twang, you just have more options. You can take it much higher, much easier. More options, such as easier access to this break thing she does. When we don't use twang, as I was saying, the vocal folds have to work harder. So if we're to break a note from a heavier foundation, the note might end up with this kind of interesting timbre. And so when we think about twang as being this much smaller environment that the voice is much happier in and it's easier to control, we can control the pitch of the note that we end up breaking to better, and it comes out cleaner and more resonant. As opposed to twang really is like the golden shiny key to her exemplary vocal control, leaving her full mental and physical availability to really tell the out of this story. You can try and trigger it by doing a little baby quack, whack, 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 or a baby voice like no, and you can just incorporate that into your singing.
The soul's escaping.
Oh,
The soul that is escaping. This world is mine for the taking, and make me king as we move toward a new world order. Normal life is boring, but superstardom is close to postmortem. It only grows harder. It only grows harder. He blows. It's all over. These hoes is all on coast to coast shows. He's known as a globetrotter. Lonely roads, God only knows. He's grown farther from home. He's no father. He goes home and barely knows his own daughter. But hold your nose, 'cause he goes a cold water. His hoes don't want him no more. He's gold product. They moved on to the next smoke. Flows, he knows, dove and so nada. So the soap opera is told and unfolds. I suppose it's so, partner, but the beat goes on. Ba-da-dum-da-dum.
okay. I like this a lot. The journey is already making unexpected, exciting twists and turns. We've had a guitar man beamed down from outer space to give us some of those low notes. A beautiful, warm electric guitar sound he's got going on there. It's very complementary to some of those higher frequencies. She's got a banjo, which has many high pingy frequencies, and her voice has a lot of high frequencies as well with that twang. So now we've got something to balance out the other end, and his layering, his much warmer, breathier, rounder, lower voice under hers as well.
Nose dove and so not.
It's so exciting how such a minimalist arrangement is just so captivating and full. She's got a lovely fast vibrato and she's using it very intelligently. She gives it to us and she takes it away.
All over these houses are
He only grows harder. It's just one note in the phrase. So whenever she does it, it's like a little treat. And the dipping into fry or pulse register.
cold shows.
I love that she does that. It's just making me feel like I'm on a ranch somewhere, watching the sunset with my horse and a beer.
His hoes don't want him no more. He's gold product.
She's getting me so invested in the man in question. Like, who is he? Why does he barely know his own daughter? Why does his hoes not want him anymore? The way that she sang, hold your nose, 'cause here comes the cold water.
Hold your nose, 'cause here goes the cold water.
Oof. But hold your nose, 'cause here goes the cold water. It's like she lost her breath the way that you would if you were in cold water when she does 'cause here's so flippin' good.
Da-dum-da-dum.
That's the
You
best.
better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. Better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. 'Cause opportunity comes once in a lifetime. I'ma change what you call rage. Tear this motherfucking roof off like two dogs' cage. And I was playing in the beginning, and the mood all changed. Well, I've been chewed up and spit out and booed off stage, but I
was playing in the beginning, the mood all changed. Didn't it just? It's like she's put a firework under these lyrics and suddenly we can see them for what they really are. It does also make me, in a way, admire the Eminem version even more because he really does tell a story that emotionally progresses the longer he tells it, and she has really amplified that. It's truly amazing after seeing her there with her post-headbang hair, like, no more games, motherfucking roof off. The way that she leans on my
fucking roof off.
It's not the character that she started with, and that's what the lyrics say. Like, no more games, I've changed. If you've been here before for the videos where I talk about ascending melodies, then you would know that they excite me very much. When she did I was expecting something. But I couldn't have predicted that they would beam down the rest of the crew on the UFO and just begin like an absolutely heart-exploding rock performance. They can't have already been there. There's loads of them. There's like an extra 5 people on the stage all of a sudden, and there are the teleport beams there still to prove it. Because if they were there, one of them would have sneezed. Magic trick, aliens, I don't know. It was one of those. Now this guy on the end is the embodiment of the way that I was feeling before, you know, sitting on my porch of my ranch. So it's nice to see that now. But weird, because now I don't feel that way anymore. Now I just feel like I'm just beholding a rock goddess and her band of aliens. She looks different, like her hair is all like sexy and big now, and she's strumming that banjo like it owes her money.
But I can't rhyme and it's never right the next cipher. Best believe somebody's paying the piper. All this pain inside amplified by the fact that I can't get by with my 9 to 5, and I can't provide the right type of life for my family. Just made me goddamn food scared, so my diver, and it's no movie, there's no MacGyver. This is my life.
he is having the best time. It demands attention. It's like a human Labrador puppy. Proof enough, actually, that piano is cool. Mind-blowing. Are you joking? Where are you supposed to start with that? So overwhelming and serious and intense, the way that she tells it, like, oh, I love it. There's like a powerful, unstoppable feminine rage that she injects into these lyrics. Just kicks you in the gut. And now we can welcome growl to the list of vocal techniques that she is incredible at. That is already long, but now it's even longer. And again, the twang is helping with this growl. So the kind of growl that she's doing is quite far above her natural voice. This harsh rattle. We hear it a lot in pop diva growls, like you've heard Beyonce and Christina Aguilera do it a bunch of times. And I don't think she's necessarily putting that on at all. I think it's a result of her now putting a lot more power into her voice. She's using a lot more pressure, more breath, more intensity. And in that twangy small environment that she makes in her voice, these extra tissues are just like flapping in the breeze of her strength. Because they're especially prevalent after she does a plosive. So a plosive is like a b or a p sound, and those sounds are notorious for building up even more pressure. So the pressure with the plosive plus the louder, more intense vocal production. Somebody's paying. Just sort of, it must have been a challenge to sing such a lot of lyrics in one section in this sort of melodic style, because it's slower, so it's going to take longer. The way that they've managed to constantly keep it engaging and interesting and not repetitive is by things like this, these musical breaks. Everything cuts out. And then again. And then we get launched back in. So she's actually managed to break up what was originally like a relentless humongous verse into two, just by the band doing that musical break. Success is my only option, failure's not, and then the not is a higher note. The musical energy from all the instruments is gone, but her solo energy increases when she steps up for the nut note. For a microsecond, we know that the band is gonna come in matching this kind of energy, but it hasn't yet, so it's just this big flux of anticipation. When she does the that note had the contents of her entire soul. Oh, I felt that so much. It's like the way that her body sort of electrifies and she's doing this, and oh my god, I can only imagine what it must have been like to see that live.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it, but never let it go. You only get one shot tonight. It's your chance to blow. It's opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music.
haven't been dumbfounded by a musical work like that in a minute. Actually, what I respect so much about this, they didn't use any of the original riffs in the song, and that was such low-hanging fruit, and I thought I wanted that, you know, I thought I wanted to hear her do like a little banjo rendition of some of those piano leads. But I didn't, because they made their own ones. All they did was extract the lyrics, the rhythm and melody pattern, the structure kind of, but not really. They changed the structure. They added in loads of instrumental parts that are not in the original. But everything else is entirely original. And when I say they extracted the rhythm, I mean the rhythm of the vocal line. The actual musical rhythm of the whole thing, like the drum foundational rhythm, is completely different because the original is very on the beat. There's no swinging really or syncopation. It's just ba 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 ba. That chugginess and driviness makes that what it is. But this new rhythm, this rock country drenched, makes this what this is. I mean, it seems unfair to the arrangers and performers of this to call it a cover. It's just a lot more than that. She is just a divinely feminine musical stick of dynamite, and I am so glad that she does this. I'm in awe. Bloody hell. All right, let's read out today's oracle card and calm down. The Raven of Reflection. Oh, this one's deep. Your happiness right now depends solely on you. Don't put that power in someone else's hands. Claw back that energy you gave out so freely. Get back in the driving seat of your life, honey bun. Spend time working out who the f*** you are. If you fancy going on another exciting, surprising mystery musical ride with me now, I would definitely recommend checking out this video. There's a big surprise in there if you haven't seen it yet, and I think I was equally shocked. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If there are any singers you would like to see me react to, then let me know down below in the comments, or you can join our Patreon as well. Patreon, patron. If you have anywhere between 1 and 3 seconds now, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel and like the video and do a comment and stuff, because it really will help me. A ginormous hug if you're here with me at the premiere, and then another ginormous hug if you watch this at any other time. I love you loads. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon. Mwah. Bye! Oh, yeah! Okay. I'm so impressed by that. I can't even... Maybe he was one of my piano students. That wasn't that good. Well, that was a musical ride and a half.